I want to go straight now, live with the biggest newsmaker of the day, Harishankar Jain, petitioner in the Gyanvapi case from the Hindu side. Harishankar ji, आपका स्वागत है. What is the next step, Harishankar ji? आज जो फैसला दिया है कोर्ट ने, इसके बाद next step immediately क्या है आपके साइड का?
देखिए, today's judgment is a landmark judgment in legal history so far as the Hindus' interests are concerned. Now we will proceed further and try that entire place where the Hindu puja was going on since 1993 and Mulayam Singh government ousted the Hindus. Not only that, Pujari was also ousted. In Tehkana, the Pujari was ousted, and several places Hindu puja was stopped. Mosque Shrinagar Gauri puja was stopped. That is reduced to one day in the year. I will try that all should begin, number one.
Yes.
Number two, the so-called mosque cannot continue there. The so-called mosque is a simple construction, not a mosque, and the original shape of temple be restored, because originally it was a temple. In 1669, under the orders of Aurangzeb,
yes,
the Hindu temple were demolished. Therefore we are not going to tolerate that atrocity forever. And that historical wrong has to be corrected. And not only here, I have filed number of cases, and I will be filing number of cases in different parts of the country.
Yes.
I have received information, I have collected materials, and after studying, I am making research on all those. My team will research, and after researching on every aspect, we will file all those cases. And it is a moment that if we have to take back all the temples which were captured, demolished, destroyed, or in any way defaced by Muslims.
Harishankar ji, I'll come to the other temples in just a moment.
Culture
Sir, I'll come to the other temples in just a moment. I'd like to ask you about that as well, but just want to finish my questions for our viewers on the Gyanvapi issue. Harishankar ji, the ASI survey has happened. It has, revealed a shivling-like structure. What happens to that ASI survey? Will there be another survey now?
Okay. The ASI order that was stayed by the Honorable Allahabad High Court, and that matter is pending before the High Court. That was listed today.
Yeah.
We are not concerned with that. Question is the shivling which have come to light emerged on 16th May. There must be a carbon dating, there must be ASI survey, and whatever the commission report is, that is not full, that is half. Full report regarding what is beneath the structure, that should also come. There is a debris. In debris, if you go, you will find number of idols, broken idols are there. I have to prove that. So certainly we will try for another commission. We will try for the carbon dating as well as ASI survey. But before that, we will move certain other applications which we will decide after a meeting and discussing with our legal team. Firstly, the Muslims are required to file the written statement.
What you are saying, Harishankar ji, is that beyond the shivling, beyond the Trishul symbol, the swastika symbol and certain other things, you are saying there is more evidence. There is more evidence to support your plea, sir. Is that what you are saying?
There are full of evidences. Full of evidences. There is debris. Just behind the western side of the wall. You will find that at the wall itself there are number of scriptures, and beneath the wall there is debris. In that debris there are idols, and not only that, in Tehkana also there is a debris, and that debris you will find number of idols. We will try to bring on record all those facts before the court. And that will be our plight to prove that, and we'll prove.
Sir, you are one of the petitioners.
Report, what you are talking, that is.
You are one of the petitioners in this case, Harishankar ji.
I am advocate.
The lead petitioner in the case. How was the mood in Kashi today, sir? We could hear the Har Har Mahadev chants that came out after the verdict came out. What was the mood like in Kashi today?
After verdict, I and my son, both and my supporters, they rushed to the temple. We communicated this order to my Lord Shiva, and prayed that give me the strength to fight more and to fight for establishment of the temple in its glorious shape, which my Lord had established 12 lakhs of years before, when the Kashi was founded by Lord Shiva. And I think the Lord Shiva will give us strength, he will bless us, and we will be able to build a new temple at the place where so-called mosque is existing at present. Because that mosque is no mosque that will be constructed after demolishing Hindu temple. And this fact has been recognized by the Supreme Court in 1997 judgment. Justice Ramaswamy has said in his judgment that temple was demolished in 1669 by Aurangzeb. So the question that it was demolished, that is proved and that is being held by the Supreme Court. That is not an issue. The issue is how we have to get it back. That is the only question. That is the only question.
Sir,
the Farman, I am not going to...
Uma Bharti has suggested that the two sides, the Hindu side and the Muslim side, should try and reach some kind of an out-of-court settlement. You know, not let this be a court ruling, but an out-of-court settlement. What do you think of that suggestion, sir?
I respect Umaji. She is a good leader. She is a vibrant Hindu. But this suggestion is not admissible to me. There is no question of any negotiation. You can't negotiate God's property. You cannot negotiate private property. Here is the God property. But a question of negotiation. How a negotiation can be? How there can be negotiation? Whether we can negotiate our mother, our land, our deity. How it is possible? What power we have got? It is God property. आप कहते हैं आप माँ के बारे में समझौता कर लो. अरे मेरी वो धरती माँ है मेरी. समझौता कैसे हो जाएगा? वहाँ पर शिवलिंग आज से लाखों साल पहले हुआ था. You came later on. You came, captured a invader, and now you say that I have come in your house, I have captured, now compromise. So what is this? It is lawlessness. We are not going to permit this lawlessness, and with due respect to every leader, do not suggest us for any compromise.
You're saying...
it may be your political agenda. We are not
I understand that. What you're saying, Harishankar ji, now is that on the back of this verdict in Kashi, you want to move applications and and affidavits in different parts of the country. That's what you're saying? You're drawing up a list of similar cases involving temples and masjids in different parts of the country, and you want to make this like a chain reaction.
Cases, movement of filing cases going on. I have filed cases in Mathura, I have filed cases Taj Mahal, for Qutub Minar, for Bhojshala, Lakshman Tila at Lucknow, and number of cases going on. And it is my plight that out of 3,000 temples which were demolished by Muslims, we have to take it back. Otherwise, there is no question in freedom. Freedom के मतलब होता है कि गुलामी की चीज हटा दी जाए. This signs of slavery that must go. My Prime Minister Modi ji, while inaugurating Vista, Central Vista, when the statue of Subhash Chandra Bose was installed, he has said that all the signs of slavery that should go. I want to ask whether the cultural heritage of India, whether Lord Ram, Lord Shiva, Lord Krishna, our cultural heritage, our god and goddesses, our temples, that will not restored back. I think that Modi ji will abide by what he has said and will help us in doing what we are doing.
I hope there are no concerns. You know, the atmosphere is very polarized, sir, especially politically speaking in the country. Justice must be served. the legal route is being taken, which is the correct route to take in all such matters. Are you concerned about communal harmony in Kashi or elsewhere in the country owing to cases of this kind? Because after all, this is to do with religious sentiment.
No. Kindly consider, in my 35 years of doing all this work for Hindutva, you will never find that I have uttered any single word. You will never find that I have done anything against law. You should go legally, in court of law. There is no question of communal harmony disharmony. I am according to law. If other party take law to hand, it must be dealt with by the administration. We are not concerned.
Absolutely. No, I agree with that.
The question is this fear that if you go to court, you will go to court, there will be communal disharmony. So it is curse on our constitution. And you say, what is the constitution? You go for perfecting your right, legal right, and so there will be communal disharmony.
Okay.
I am not going to accept all these things.
Okay.
I am not going to concern with communal harmony. But at the same time, have to maintain law and other situation.
The courts will decide.
Nobody instigated to do anything.
Absolutely. And congratulations, because today is definitely a big win for the Hindu side. You're the lead petitioner for the Hindu side here. So we'll have to see what the courts decide. A fair judgment is expected. We'll have to see. It's been appealed, of course, in the Allahabad High Court. The stage is set for a court battle to see which side is victorious. Hari Shankar Jain is the lead petitioner in that case.